The Grinch is fake.
The Grinch lied to us!
The Grinch did not ruin Christmas this year, motherfuckers. For better...
He ruined it for soccer, but he ruined it for us.
I mean, yeah, for better or worse. I don't know how I want to take it. Welcome to the SlutCast.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been since the last time we were here.
The last Smash Effect.
That isn't
the hype
Isabelle.
train was still alive, and now it's slowly turning to the side and dropping.
It's slowly but surely approaching because December 7th is a month away. Just one more month.
I can't believe it's a month away.
It is one more month. Shit, what the hell? Oh, you sent me another thing. Alright, anyway,
yeah.
So... This is probably the most emotional roller coaster the Smash community has ever gone through. Because we thought the Grinch was gonna strike. And it sorta did.
This is amazing.
Alright, since we're here, let's talk about the Grinch Leak.
Okay, so for those who don't know, the Grinch Leak was a leak that was posted about a week ago. And included the following characters: Isaac from the Golden Sun franchise, Banjo and Kazooie from their respective franchise, the Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven, Gino from Super Mario RPG, Ken from Street Fighter, and Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow, what a play on word on the hedgehog, on the word hedgehog. I don't have any opinion on the Chorus Kid. Really, the only one I can really speak out for are Shadow and Banjo and Kazooie, because of course I used to be a Sonic nut when I was a kid, and Banjo and Kazooie. I did not grow up with Banjo and Kazooie, mind you, but Gavin did, and I eventually did play Banjo and Kazooie with the Rare Replay game. So, needless to say, I love me some Banjo and Kazooie.
I haven't ever played a Banjo and Kazooie game.
I recommend the original, if you ever get a chance to. I did. So when I heard about this leak, I was like, well, shit. So much for everybody was telling me that it was real, but then there room for it to be fake. And I was like, after watching introspective videos and seeing how convinced he was that this was real, I was like, well, fuck. But at least we got Shadow and Banjo, so I was happy.
For me, this was one of those leaks where I was like, this has to be real, because Isaac is highly requested, so are Banjo and Kazooie, and Gino. Chorus Kids and Gino have both been cut from the character roster before, because they were both intended for Smash, not for Smash Ultimate. They were both intended for Smash 4, as well as Brawl. At least with Gino. Gino was intended for Brawl, and were cut from the development process.
Damn.
So I was hoping that they would get in this time. And then Ken and Shadow, they were the two Echo Fighters that everyone was talking about.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Ken and Shadow are gonna make it in. It's obvious. They hadn't announced Shadow as an assist trophy, and Knuckles was an assist trophy already.
Yeah, so it pretty much seemed like... It pretty much, the game was open. It was the chance for Shadow to shine in a game that isn't a stupid Sonic Sport, Mario Sonic Olympic Winter stupid ballerina game dancing game. This was the game that really needed Shadow, and I think it would have been a fantastic inclusion. But the unfortunate day, which was yesterday as of we're recording this, the Smash Bros. The final Direct for Smash Ultimate came out, with Ken being the confirmed Echo Fighter, which Ken was one of the characters that were in the Grinch Leak, and Incineroar from Pokemon Sun and Moon gets announced later, and it's I'd already debunked the Grinch Leak.
Yeah, the addition of Incineroar was already debunked. There are two main leakers when it came to this. It was Vertibend, a Reddit leaker, and the Grinch Leaker.
Yeah.
Now, Vertibend had not been wrong yet, and he included Incineroar in his roster, if you want to call it. He had confirmed that Incineroar would be in Smash Bros. And here we are. Incineroar like, literally came in and said, yeah, the Grinch lied to you. Are you surprised? It's the fucking Grinch.
Yeah. It's fucking Grinch. It looked too real, but
it's too surreal.
So that's the history of the Grinch. Now I don't want to get too further into the characters just yet because there was a character that was announced a month ago in the Nintendo Direct. So we're gonna start with Isabelle. Now I'm not gonna lie. Isabelle's a great character to add in the series, and like from someone who isn't really a big fan of Animal Crossing, I do think that Isabelle was a unique choice. I was very underwhelmed that she was the only thing that we got from Smash Brothers. So I guess you can say I was a little bit bitter that it was like, that's it. But admittedly, I was pretty bitter and just like a bit like I expected more. So I was a little bit disappointed by it, but not to the point that I thought Isabelle was a terrible choice. I did think she was one of the more unique she's one of the most unique characters, and I'm glad she's not an Echo Fighter or Villager. I think her movesets are pretty unique from their aspects. I don't think she's gonna be top tier like most people are saying, but that fishing rod move does scare me a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think she is a welcome addition. I think because of how big Animal Crossing has become, it deserves more representation in Smash Brothers. I feel like she has earned her spot.
Yeah, she is the most popular.
You were disappointed at first, and the same goes for everyone else who was disappointed. Like, the Direct before this, they literally announced Simon Belmont and King K. Rool, two highly requested characters, as well as Chrome and Dark Samus. And Richter, but no one requested Richter.
Who's Richter again? But Isabelle definitely, if I were to have added another Animal Crossing character, Isabelle was easily going to be that one, because she is the most popular character in the series, to my knowledge at least. So, it's a pretty good choice. I can't say I'm going to be using her considering that Villager is my least used character in Smash 4 out of all the characters. And this is coming from someone who's a big Bayonetta hater. I still managed to use Bayonetta more than Villager.
I hate Bayonetta. I love her in her games too much.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, there wasn't really anything from the Smash Brothers related besides Isabelle from the Nintendo Direct. So that's like a really quick summary of it. Because for the most part, the Nintendo Direct were just announcing Switch and 3DS games. With the one that I'm really excited for is Luigi's Mansion on 3DS.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I say that because I don't own my GameCube version Luigi's Mansion anymore. So it gives me an excuse to replay the game.
Yeah.
So now let's move on to the actual Direct, Smash Ultimate Direct. Ken is the first character that was announced, and I think Ken was easily the best Echo Fighter choice we've had since Chrom, I guess.
I think he's just the best choice in general for an Echo Fighter, honestly.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like,
Ken the most out of any character.
Ken is pretty much the you look up Echo Fighter in Google, and the first character you'll probably see is Ken, because Ken is technically been an Echo since Street Fighter 2 in '92. So, actually, we're gonna count the first game involved in 80 something, whatever. I thought Ken.
No, the first character that pops up is Daisy.
I meant as okay, so I guess Daisy was in the first Street Fighter game then.
Yes.
But I did think Ken was a really good choice. I had no doubt that Ken was going to be an Echo Fighter, considering that it was it was a must, especially with Richter being Simon Belmont's Echo Fighter. They couldn't resist it. So, your thoughts on Ken? Since I remember back in Smash 4's days, you weren't really fond with Ryu's inclusion. So, what did you think now?
Well, I wasn't fond with Ryu's inclusion at first because it just seemed weird to me that Capcom of all companies got an extra rep, but not, Sega or Namco. I thought that was just very strange. But But then, like, after a while, Ryu warmed up to me, and I actually, contrary to what you may think, I'm actually completely fine and actually happy that Ken is in.
Okay.
Like, not upset about it. I'm not, like, salty. I just think it makes perfect sense, and I'm happy.
Okay, so with that being said, your thoughts on Ken's inclusion?
I think he's better Ryu. He's literally a better, faster version of Ryu.
Okay. Contrary to that, like, I actually think a lot of people do hold that opinion, seeing as how Ken has usually been the better Shoto in some Street Fighter games, and
Really?
especially based on the gameplay that Ken has taken his gameplay from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the best Street Fighter game ever, and I'll fight you for it. And Ken is considered, and Ken
Not
is,
in real life, but he'll fight you in probably Street Fighter, Smash Bros.
yeah. Ken is considered to be the better Shoto. And I'm not gonna lie, especially if they're playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 and HD Remix, I do hold that opinion that Ken is the better Shoto compared to Ryu, at least. I mean, not compared to Sagat, but that's besides the point. But I do agree that Ken is better in many ways, to the point that I might actually give him a shot. Like, I'm actually gonna try out Ken when I get my hands on the game.
I think I'll try him out too. I don't know. I'm not really good with Ryu, so I'll probably not be good with Ken, but I still want to try out every character.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good one though, so.
Yeah. So then, following Ken beating the shit out of Little Mac, we have Incineroar. Now, I think when we did our initial character roster, we picked Decidueye as the Gen 7 rep Pokemon. If not Decidueye, I was thinking that there was gonna be like the new Pokemon that was announced for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Maybe would have been that character, but then when said Pokemon was announced, I didn't really see Smash Bros. Material, so that was out the window. Incineroar pops in, and I'll have to say Incineroar was a pretty good choice. I'm not gonna say if Decidueye would have been better or anything, but Incineroar's in the game, and I think he makes a good Gen 7 rep. He was the most popular of the 3 starters. And I think he has a really interesting grappling gameplay. So much so that I am considering playing him a lot, because Larry Lure made a prediction on how the meta is going to be, where it's sort of going to be like a rock, paper, scissors type of meta. Where
I saw that video.
Yeah, the aggressor beats zoners, zoners beat heavies, heavies beat aggressors. Now, I'm actually planning to pick 3 characters based on those categories: 1 aggressor, 1 zoner, and 1 heavyweighter. The heavyweights are the ones that I'm like the most picky with, because aside from Ganondorf and King DDD in Brawl, and maybe even DK in Smash 4, they're not really my most preferred one. Incineroar does catch my attention the most, because I think his movesets are pretty unique. So I hope he would become my heavyweight character. If not, I'll just probably stick to Ganondorf in this one. But he does look unique. He looks like a really fun character, and I'm actually really excited for him. So, your thoughts? Would Infernape have been better?
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, Incineroar makes perfect sense. I mean, at the time when we were making the roster, when Smash Ultimate had just been announced, Decidueye was announced for Boken.
Yeah.
So we thought that, because Rowlet at the time was also the most popular starter, at least I think in the US. I'm not sure in Japan. I know Incineroar is the most popular Gen 7 Pokemon in Japan. But I think Rowlet was like the most popular starter in the US. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that though. So I thought it made perfect sense for Decidueye, and I thought he would have a unique moveset. But seeing Incineroar, I'm completely okay with this. Like, this is awesome. Like, he looks amazing. He looks to be a really fun grappler. And we never really had a concrete, like, wrestler type of character in Smash. We've had, like, hints of it in, like, some of the heavies, like Bowser and Donkey Kong. But the same way that we only have 1 boxer in Smash Bros. And 2 ninjas, we had never had a wrestler, so we finally have a pure wrestler, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I completely agree. And
yeah, plus the first feline character in Smash Brothers.
And the 69th character, too.
The 69th character, and all the furries have been drawing really crazy fan art of him.
Already? Fucking hell.
No, it's been a while.
Oh, okay, but you know, like...
Every time I look up Incineroar in Google Images, I get at least 2 pictures that feature him in a thong with a big bowl.
For all you kids watching, look up Incineroar Rules 34. You'll thank me later.
Don't do it!
Yes, do it. Do what your master commands.
He is not your master.
And now with the final character, free limited time offer, the first DLC of Smash Ultimate. The best character ever created for Smash Brothers. Right next to Pichu. You got motherfucking Piranha Plant.
Not even PD Piranha. Like, not even the one that's actually named that has a personality. No, we got Piranha Plant.
This is what happens when the Grinch decides to leak the entire roster. You get fucking Piranha Plant as the game, like, people question if Sakurai's lost his mind. Maybe he has. He's tired of your shits. So here, have a character that, like, he can like, and no one else will. Like, you thought Wii Fit Trainer was a bad choice? Here's fucking Piranha Plant. Hold my beer.
So, with Piranha Plant, I mean, everyone was expecting a WTF character, but in the speculation community, one really popular pick was the Labo Boy, which was like one of the constructs that you can make in Nintendo Labo. And a lot of people are like making move sets for it and everything. And I was like thinking, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a WTF character, but if he is picked as a WTF character, he won't be so WTF.
Yeah, it'd be pretty predictable. So the whole point of a WTF character is to have like a Super Joe character that nobody expected, and Piranha Plant is perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Like, easily the best character. Like, I love Ken and I love Incineroars, but like, this is the best. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was like laughing my ass off when I saw this, because I was like,
I've been in denial for the past day, but I love it so much. Piranha Plant is my child, and I will protect it.
Piranha Plant is gonna be my zoning main, I swear. Like, I'm a main Piranha Plant. I'm gonna win Evo with Piranha Plant.
Oh shit.
So,
Piranha Plant is the
get your ass ready, Zero, Nairo, MK Leo. I'm coming for you with fucking motherfucking Piranha Plant when he comes out.
Who would win? A Brawl Mennonite Melee Fox, pre-patch Smash 4 Bayonetta, or the one, the only, Piranha Plant? You all know the answer already, folks.
Yeah, it's Smash 64 Pikachu.
That too.
But yeah, Piranha Plant was a good choice. Now, with that being said, like, as much as I was happy with these 3 characters, we had to pay our respects. The Grinch Leak is definitely fake, because Shadow and Isaac are unfortunately assist trophies.
No!
This is the biggest insult I've ever went through in my life, because I could literally swear on your life that Shadow had the most potential, and they fucked it up. That was like the biggest wasted potential I've ever seen in my life.
I was really sad too.
It's a bigger wasted potential than the fucking Last Jedi.
Heads get cut off. And unfortunately, those heads belong to Isaac and Shadow.
Yeah, so it disappoints me, because I would have definitely have played Shadow if he was like an actual character, more so than like he would have actually been one of my favorites. But
Isaac would have been my zoning main, period.
Yeah, same here. I would have definitely picked them, but it is what it is. Isaac, I can't really say too much about Isaac because like I didn't play much Golden Sun, but I did know Gavin wanted him in the game, so none of us got our wishes.
I've wanted him since after Brawl, because I thought his design was cool, and the more I looked into him, the more I started liking him and his character, and I thought how unique he could be, like using Earth-based powers.
Yeah.
But no. He's like, nah. We're gonna keep him as an assist trophy.
So, yeah.
Other characters that were deconfirmed, that were still popular but not as popular as Shadow and Isaac were, and that weren't mentioned in the Grinch Leak, were Skull Kid from the Legend of Zelda series, and Black Knight from Fire Emblem, and Springman and Ribbon Girl.
Springman was another wasted potential, in my opinion. Springman could have at least been DLC.
I agree, yeah. As well as Rex and Pyra/Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles.
Rex is the most insulting. Rex, I'm sorry, I'm not a big I can't really speak too much about Xenoblade because I have not played any of them. But like, for fuck's sake, like they didn't add Rex in the base roster, so it's like, okay, whatever, DLC, you know. They made a costume for the Miis.
They're like, I hope this makes everyone happy.
So now you can play exactly like Rex, and I'm like, no.
Thing is, the closest thing we have to Rex in the roster is Shulk.
Fucking bullshit.
The closest things, actually, the closest characters that we do have to Rex, Pyra, and Mithra in the roster are Shulk and Pokemon Trainer.
So, Echo Fighter? No? Okay, fine, moving on. Okay, so give me, like, I'll have to, like, say something about Banjo-Kazooie quick. Like, yes, he was not confirmed in the base roster, and he was one of the Grinch characters. But I'm going to hope and pray that Banjo-Kazooie still has a chance, because Smash Bros. Ultimate is supposed to be, like, a celebration type of game with like Nintendo's history with most of its characters. That's why we see like multiple Capcom reps, multiple Namco reps, multiple Sega reps, etc., etc. Rare has been associated with Nintendo, especially with the Donkey Kong franchise back in the Super Nintendo days. It'd be foolish to not include Banjo and Kazooie, and especially with the CEO or president or whoever the fuck stripper of Microsoft, like literally being spoken saying that they are okay with having Banjo and Kazooie for Smash Brothers. Bro. Take that chance. It's a unique character.
Yeah,
damn it.
It's very unique. I think everyone would enjoy his presence in Smash Bros. Honestly, I don't think there would be a single person complaining about his addition.
Except Banjo and Kazooie haters, to which, fuck you.
Yeah, but then again, every character in Smash Bros. Has at least a few haters.
Yeah, but that and this can also be said with Geno. Like, Geno's not in the game now, but we have 5 DLC characters like on the horizon. So any of those 5 could be Banjo and Kazooie or Geno, or fucking none of them, and then put like Magikarp or something.
No, that's the joke character for like Smash Bros. 6.
I would main Magikarp, but
I would die of laughter.
But unfortunately for Shadow and Waluigi fans, no.
Yeah.
Sorry. Better luck never.
The next, if they're gonna do another Smash ballot, I'm voting Geno.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they will, considering what happened with the last one.
Yeah, me either.
And I do think for the better good that they don't.
Alright, so let's see what else. So with Skull Kid, a lot of people were thinking that because the moon from Majora's Mask became an assist trophy, that Skull Kid would have been Smash Bros. I personally didn't think that. A lot of people thought Black Knight would have been an Echo Fighter for Ike because they parallel each other in their respective game. But then again, like, Fire Emblem has like the third amount of most characters in Smash Bros.
Only 4th? I think it's 3rd because like how many Pokemon characters? 3rd. Yeah, like Mario's like
probably.
Okay, Mario has Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Rosalina, Piranha Plant. I guess we can count Yoshi and DK.
No, I don't count them because they're from their own series.
Then 7. 7.
7. I thought it was like 10.
No, Mario. Oh, Doc. 8.
Yeah. Wait, Mario.
Daisy.
Daisy. Bowser. Bowser Jr. Rosalina and Luma. Piranha Plant.
Okay, so Mario does have the most, and
Mario does have the most.
Then Pokemon has to be. Pokemon has Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Pokemon Trainer with 3, Ivysaur, Squirtle, Charizard. Then there's Mewtwo, Greninja, Lucario, and then Incineroar with 9.
Oh, it has that. Wait a minute, I'm gonna check this side. So Mario has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, Zelda has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, Young Link.
Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's Pokemon?
Yeah.
Now, drum roll please, the Fire Emblem game.
Now Fire Emblem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, so 3rd. Congratulations, Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
You have more reps than Zelda.
This is why no one likes you.
So...
I'm kidding, Fire Emblem fans, I'm kidding.
No, he's not. I have his address, social security number, and everything.
Oh my god. Let's see what else. Rex and Pyro, I can understand why they weren't in the base roster as well. Their game was still in development, while Smash Bros. Was still in development.
But Greninja was meant to be in Smash Bros. Before X and Y came out.
Different. Okay, Pokemon is like one of the flagship franchises. They can get away with that shit.
God damn it.
Monolith Soft has been owned by Nintendo for like less than 10 years. And they've only made 1 game. Actually, no, they made 2 games before Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out.
God damn it.
I'm just pissed he wasn't DLC, because now I think he's never going to be in a Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah, because God knows if we'll get another one.
What?
Because God knows if we'll even get another one after this.
Exactly.
Like, you have no idea how many times Sakurai said this will be his last game. He's been saying this shit since Melee.
That's true.
And this is like the 5th game. Okay? We don't know.
Lol. We never know. Okay, do you want to talk about spirits?
The gameplay itself or the adventure mode?
Let's talk about the gameplay itself. So,
okay, it's the most confusing shit I've seen in my life.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, spirits have now replaced trophies. Mostly because trophies take a lot of development time, and mostly because of the censorship that has to go through the trophies. And Sakurai has stated that the censorship for the trophies really takes a lot of time, because they'll have to almost always they'll have to blacken out if the character's wearing a skirt, they have to blacken out the bottom of the skirt, or give them shorts or long pants or whatever. So I can understand why they got rid of the trophies.
This is also the biggest Smash Bros. Game, mind you, so it would be more hectic in this case.
Exactly. Second thing is that these spirits act like stickers did in the Subspace Emissary for Brawl. Each spirit has one effect, and you can assign one spirit to one character. And each spirit has a slot for 3 sub-spirits with passive abilities.
I'm not really fond with this personally, because I think it's a little bit too much. I think I would have been fine with it just being sort of like adventure mode. I like the adventure mode concept in this one a lot more than, say, even Subspace Emissary, if I have to be honest. I think it has a really interesting it has an interesting map. It has interesting surroundings. I like that you can explore different worlds of other characters. It's basically if you made the Great Maze into its own game, which in my opinion is a much better approach than literally doing the same shit you did again twice.
But don't forget with spirits, you also get basically a new set of event matches, which I think is really cool.
There's one with Didi. There's one with the Gordo thing that I saw, and I'm like, planning to send that to Alec. The one where, like, there's like a bunch of Gordos flying out of nowhere.
Actually, no, because the DDDs are invisible.
Oh. It's still it's still gonna be Alec's favorite one. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's gonna be Cats, especially if she's playing as Diddy Kong.
No, I think Alec will probably have a much better time.
Okay.
But
no, I actually like this event mode thing that they have for the spirits. I think it's really cool. I think it's fun.
I'll say it's unique, but if fun is gonna be pretty subjective. When the game comes out, I'll see. But like right now, I'm just very iffy with the spirit concept itself. But the adventure mode, like, is definitely pretty unique. I definitely think it's been the most unique one since the Subspace Emissary back in Brawl, and I honestly think I like the approach more. Also, they pulled off a Thanos in this one and just kill off everybody.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll stop beating around the bush. So the adventure mode that Mark was talking about is called World of Light. It comes with spirits and basically explains, it basically created its own story based on like how spirit mode came to be, essentially. And yes, you are right. This new Seraph Thanos taboo hybrid thing basically Thanos to everyone.
Literally, except Kirby.
He absorbed at least 700 Master Hands and Crazy Hands. And then literally killed everyone.
I was watching this with my friend Gene.
Sonic tried to help Pikachu and failed.
Oh, that was the saddest one. I don't feel so good, Sonic.
And then Wii Fit Trainer literally just did a tree pose.
I don't feel so good, Sonic. That's how it was to me. That shit broke my heart. That was like the saddest one. Like,
do you have no idea how many memes I saw? We were like, after like all those light beams come out and start shooting out through all the characters, then they show like Tom Holland Spider-Man just being like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. I'm dying. What's happening?
Bro, every scene in every movie or video game that has someone fading away has already turned into a I don't feel so good. But look, even fucking Axel's death in Kingdom Hearts 2 is unfortunately a victim to that.
Really?
I would assume so. Honestly, I would be surprised if nobody ever decided to do that.
That would be hilarious.
But my personal favorite one is when Captain Falcon was like, fuck this, I'm out, and tries to get in his ship and then gets hit by the light.
So my favorite one would have to be Snake with his bucks.
Oh no, that killed my friend Gene. But I was watching this with a friend of mine, and like the Snake part killed him.
Yeah. I also I felt bad for the Inklings. Like they tried to hide in their ink, and then they failed. Oh, did you see Mighty Cube's reaction to this?
I haven't seen any of the only reactions I've seen was Piranha Plant's reaction.
Well, I'll tell you at least what he says about Bayonetta in that cutscene. Which, by the way, the cutscenes have dialogue in it, which is awesome.
They made me cringe.
Just saying. But no, with Keith. Like, he thought that Bayonetta escaped because she used the Bat Within to, like, escape the first laser. And then he said, wow, even cutscenes can't beat Bayonetta.
That's a good one. But no, I thought that was a good scene. I'm gonna disagree with the voice acting thing that I thought it made me cringe like the moment I saw Fox spoke, and I'm like, never talk again. Next thing I heard Marth speak Zelda, it was not going well for me. But I kind of liked Brawl's like way of interaction with.
Voice actor could literally do anything. He could throw up and record it, and it'd still be like, that was fantastic.
Who?
Marth's voice actor, Yuri Lowenthal?
No. Why couldn't he speak Japanese still?
No.
Anyway, but like, I kind of liked Brawl. The way they interacted in Brawl was all silence. It was a little bit more engaging.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely expected. Since I wasn't expecting them to talk, I guess it made me cringe more now that they are talking. So.
I don't think all the characters are gonna talk though. Like,
Yeah,
the characters that are silent in their games, like
my friend Gene was like, "Oh my god, are we gonna hear Link talk for the first time?"
I don't think we're gonna hear Link talk. I highly doubt it.
Well, when we heard Zelda talk, he's like, "Oh boy, here comes Link talking."
But Zelda's talked in games before.
Oh yeah, tell that to the subtitles that I'm reading.
Breath of the Wild had Zelda talk and cutscenes.
I just like skipped to Ganon and fought him with 3 hearts. I don't think I get to meet Zelda.
She still talked to you. That voice in the beginning when you wake up is her.
What if I skipped the cutscene?
Of course you did.
So
Doesn't change the fact that it's still happening.
It's not canon in my eyes.
Look up YouTube.
No, it's not canon.
It's not canon.
So what's next? Okay, so I guess we could talk about the online mode.
Oh yeah, Global Smash Power, which is an actual ranking system.
Let me be the first person to tell you that Global Smash Power made no goddamn sense in Smash 4. It's like every character you hit in Classic mode makes you ranked 1,000th across, like makes you better than 1,000 people apparently. It makes no sense. This one is like a legit ranking system. My personal favorite one is that each character has their own GPO.
No, they have their own tag.
Global Smash GSPO. There we go. I think that's how you say it.
That too.
Global Smash Power. Whatever. Fuck it. They all have their own Global Smash Power ranking, which means that whatever character that you main will most likely be paired with someone that is just as high a rank or just as ranked as you or a little bit higher than you. So that way, if you're trying to play a character that you haven't really touched much online, they're not going to make you fight fucking Zero all of a sudden. It's like as you're like getting the hang of like some characters. I do think this is a
out and like the first opponent you fight is Zero.
Rest in peace then.
Yeah.
So I like this change. I honestly think that they did a much better job with the Global Smash Power ranking, which leads me to the next one. I would assume it's in the list because I was going to talk about Elite Smash anyway. Yeah, Elite Smash. If your ranking is higher, it depends on your ranking in general. It takes you to this mode called Elite Battles, and this is where this is where the actual competitive Smash is going to take place. This is pretty much what I expected Smash 4 to do, but did not. So I like that they're embracing the competitive scene way more in this one than in any of the previous Smash Bros. Game. One thing that they did add is that you can set up the rules before you make the game, which in Smash 4 and even in Brawl, like how it worked is that if you it just depends on the host or the person who won, I guess, can change the rules. It was kind of a weird one because it's like even the person that loses can change the rules to have all items on, and it just was weird. So yeah, it wasn't the winner, it was the loser that changes the rules. Yeah, so I like that the host or someone can set up preferred rules and use that as the matchmaking system. So that way your matches are not only they're not too limited, but they add a lot of diversity to the online matchmaking system, which was definitely a big requirement that they needed that Smash 4 and Brawl clearly did not have. So I think the new online is definitely going to be better than the last 2 games. Your thoughts on everything I just said?
I honestly have nothing to add. It's pretty much what you said is spot on what I was going to say.
Yeah, I definitely think
not more.
Yeah, I definitely think it's definitely a big improvement, and I definitely think I can see a lot more people playing this game. Oh, my personal favorite. There's 2 things that I actually liked. You didn't put this on the list, but there's 2 things I did like. There's actual penalties for SDIing because they have punishments for rage. Right. They have punishments for rage quittings in Smash 4, but people will still remove their stocks if they completely gave in. So they decided to add a penalty if you do that on purpose, on a consistent basis, of course. So I think that was great. I thought that was the best. That was one of the best things that they added, and it definitely makes it impossible for you to rage quit. I would hope that there's some punishment for being AFK as well, but that was also in Smash 4, so I'm actually kind of glad.
Well. They will. If it was in Smash 4, then yeah, they're gonna probably put it in.
And then, hands down, the best addition in Smash Bros. History is allowing you to play online with your friends. Not just for fun, like bullshit, like in Smash 4, but you can take them into the same competitive, like, scene online and actually have, like, a doubles thing. And if you do have the preferred rules thing, it's definitely a good practice for team battles. So if you were thinking about going to a tag tournament, it's going to be good. It's my personal preferred option to practice because I do play this game with Alec and Frank, and I definitely think that teams with them, doing teams with Alec, Frank, and Gavin were probably one of my favorite things in any Smash Bros. Game that I feel like we can do better. So this addition is like a blessing in my opinion. Next to that I forgot, the Smash Squad Strike thing was a blessing in my opinion. Like, this is like a game this is like the Smash Bros. Game of my dreams.
Yeah, this is the best competitive, well, not the best competitive Smash Bros. I was wording it wrong. The best, the Smash Bros. That supports the community the best in terms of its competitive side.
I completely agree. Melee preceded everything, but everything that made Melee great is now being so embraced with this game that I think it's gonna be like the most, in my opinion, if anybody tells me that this is the best Smash Bros. Game, this will be the one opinion I'll actually agree with, that this will probably be the best one. Because Melee will always be the predecessor, but there has to be, like, I don't think any of the two successors have ever had the same impact. And this one is really, like...
They haven't. They honestly haven't.
Yeah, this one is really, like, pushing forward. Even if I favor Melee more still, I still think that Smash...
This is coming from someone who loves Brawl. Fight me. I will fight you IRL.
Yeah, but, like, for me, this is coming from someone who loves Melee. Fight me IRL. But, like, the fact that I'm giving a successor, like, more leeway to the point that I may say that, like, this is probably the only Smash Bros. Game that can actually top Melee, in my opinion. Because of how embracive it is. Despite seeing how different it is. Like, all the content that was lacking in Smash 4 is here. And, damn.
Not that, but also how Smash Bros. In the site, at least, they're actually, letting you know when events are going to be appearing.
That too. And it's definitely going to help to grow, to make the Smash Bros. Scene grow.
From how how Nintendo has reacted towards Smash Bros. Competitive scene. There have been literally competitive scenes that have been utterly cancelled because Nintendo didn't approve.
So Nintendo took out Melee out of MLG back in 2007 because they didn't want them to stream.
That one charity stream on I think it was on Evo.
Evo 2013, they literally almost did not want Melee to be streamed, only for them to only for the competitive scene to rejoice, and then they were like, okay, we'll do it. But like the MLG, like Melee was easily like the second, was either the most popular game in MLG or the second most popular game, right next to Halo at the time. So it was like a big oddball choice, but now they're actually supporting the community, which is great. That's something that Capcom did back in Street Fighter 4, and I'm glad that we're seeing that in Nintendo. But the online thing, I'm actually proud of that.
Same. I think this is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think this will help make Smash Ultimate more memorable and also last longer than its two of its predecessors, being Brawl and Smash 4.
We're gonna make Smash Bros. Great again.
Yeah.
So
my red caps.
The Nintendo Switch Online app, I'm not gonna say it's a terrible thing, because it really isn't. It's just kind of like a very behind the times thing. Like, it isn't very, very revolutionary. Yeah. Like, you have places like Discord where people already connect their PSN and Xbox Live accounts in here. So it's like,
you also have Smash Amino, where people post a lot of Smash Bros. Related topics like fan-made movesets, combo videos, their own quizzes, their own lists, their own everything.
And then you have Smashboards, which I don't know many people really use anymore. But then there's also Anther's Ladder, which is where most of the Melee players are at. Could make room for Smash Ultimate there if they really wanted to. But this is just one of many probably prefer sites to communicate with others. It's not a bad decision, but like I said, like I'm not really going to complain about it because Nintendo it's a good way of people trying to communicate with each other, and more people are. It's Nintendo's still trying to support like the competitive scene in one way, in some shape or form.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think while it is a little bit behind the times when it comes to that, I feel like it's still great because this is Nintendo showing how they support the competitive scene. And not only just the competitive scene, but also just, the Smash Bros. Community in general with this. And I feel like this is still like a nice way for you to meet more Smash Bros. Players. And who knows, maybe a few, well-recognized competitive Smash Bros. Players will be on that app. Like, I think Isam will most definitely be on it. I think
most likely.
will probably be on it from time to time. Nairo probably will as well.
Knowing Isam, he's definitely going to at least give it a shot.
Yeah, Isam will definitely be on it. Isam's awesome. I love him.
Yeah. Is that it?
No, we still have the two things. We have custom balance.
Okay, I'm gonna rant a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna rant on the custom balance thing. Listen, that's probably the worst thing I've seen in my life.
The only note that I have here that I put for custom balance is #GetGood.
And you know what? That's still a very strong statement because I don't understand. Listen, I get that there's a division between competitive players and casual players, but fuck you. I don't understand, like the whole point of custom balance is to make the better players like weak as fuck, and then make the other players, the clearly bad players, strong so they can have a chance at winning. Have you seen Link spamming arrows and like boomerangs and stuff in For Glory? I think they have a chance. Like, you think I'm gonna make Cats like increase her power and make me feel like and make my powers like complete ass to the point that I can't even kill her, even if I was playing Ganondorf? No.
Watch, Kat and Monica are gonna be like, oh my god, we're actually good.
And it'd be worse if I still win, but I'll probably just like force choke Ganonside every time just so I have a chance.
I'll probably just play a zoner in that case. I'll just be keeping them away from me.
Yeah, but for the most part, I thought this was just unnecessary. Like, I guess it's there if you're if you're a nice person, but if you're an asshole like me, who thinks this is stupid and likes to see Cat fail at beating me at Smash Bros. This is not a good. This is an addition that I'm easily gonna completely avoid and not even mention it to her.
This is like when people like make the good Mario Kart players have like a 10-second delay or something.
Fucking A.
Like, this is literally the equivalent of that. This is just handicap.
Yeah, it is handicap. Like, why? It's like, no. It's the worst. It's easily the worst edition in the entire Direct, and I kind of regret that I even witnessed it. I wish I gouged my eyes when I saw it because Jesus Christ, that's that. I ain't gonna touch that. That's gonna be like 20 miles away from me. And then. I know, okay, so like the very last thing we had is that there's some side content that no one's going to care for, and one of them is the language option. It's nice to know that Villager's name is Murabito in Japanese.
Bow to me in Korean, which I thought was the funniest shit.
Outside of that, I'm not interested.
What was it? Rosalina has a weird name in Spanish. I forgot what it was.
Outside of that, I have no interest in learning 11 different languages in one game. Like, I'm glad.
Oh look, Ivysaur saying his name in German.
Well, yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah, in Spanish, Rosalina's name is Estela.
What?
Yeah. A lot of characters surprisingly have like really different names in the other localizations.
God damn.
Robin had a weird name that I had never heard. I thought it was Greek, but then I looked it up and it's actually just rearranging the letters of Andrea, which apparently is a unisex name in Italian.
Well, the more you know. See, I get maybe that's the benefit of the 11 language.
Here it is. It's Duran.
Oh, there you go. There's your benefit of having the 11 language option.
Yeah.
Completely fucking worthless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Smash Direct. Wow, this is like the shortest one we've done so far. It's overall pretty decent. It was overall pretty good. There were some things that I definitely was happy to see in the game. More specifically, the online one was easily my favorite part. And there were some things that I could have lived without seeing. Piranha Plant not included.
We said that at the same time.
Well, we both. Did you say Piranha Plant not included?
I literally said Piranha Plant as soon as you said it.
Well, I said Piranha Plant not included because I was actually happy with that one.
Oh, okay. No, I could live another day without Piranha Plant, but Piranha Plant is now my child, and I will fight you. Smash, IRL, Facebook debate, whatever. I will fight you.
Piranha Plant's gonna be top tier. It's broken.
What? Yeah, he's gonna be top 5.
He's the new Bayonetta. Look out, folks.
Bayonetta. Who would win? 64 Pikachu, Melee Fox, Brawl Meta Knight, Smash 4 pre-patch Bayonetta, or the man or the woman, the myth, the legend, Piranha Plant of Ultimate?
Do you have an idea who's gonna be like the best character in this?
Definitely not Bayonetta. I'm thinking, at first, I think it'll be Sheik or Cloud.
Yeah.
Because they
No, definitely not Cloud. Cloud is definitely not going to be the best because they actually fucked over Cloud completely.
He's going to be in top 10. I know it for sure.
Yeah, Cloud's going to be good, but he's definitely not going to be the best because they completely nerfed him. They nerfed him to the point that he's definitely not going to be the best at doubles anymore. Like, they made his limit last for 15 seconds. That's like the biggest nerf you can ever give to Cloud.
Yeah.
So they fucked him up.
Mia will still be high tier, but I think she'll probably be like lower ranking in the top 10.
Not good enough. Make her low tier. Bottom tier.
Make her worse than Jimmy. But I think Sheik is going to be good. But I also think that later down the line, because the DLC characters do end up being better than the base roster characters, like, let's be real here.
Very subjective because a lot of the Smash 4 DLC characters were probably in the low tier when they came out.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the newer ones, like Corrin, Bayo, Cloud.
That's 3 out of like 7. When Mewtwo was busy being bottom tier, Roy, people and their mothers were swearing that was top tier, is really bottom tier. Lucas was mid tier. And then Ryu was the only, like, Ryu took a while before he was solid, but...
Yeah, Ryu took a while before he was solid. That's the only one that I can agree with you.
Mewtwo needed to get buffed. Mewtwo needed to get buffed before he was up top, before he was a top 10 character.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the new ones, Marker.
Yeah. But, like, besides Bayo and Cloud, like, that's pretty much it.
Ryu, Bayonetta, Cloud, and Corrin.
Yeah. But, like, besides those two, like
high tier. Cloud was like top 5, and then Bayo was literally the queen of Smash Brothers, to the point where it became more controversial than Brawl Meta Knight, and that is saying something.
Which I still pretty much argue that Brawl Meta Knight was still worse.
Bayonetta is already one of the most controversial characters, if you think about it, because feminists hate her. Like, feminists constantly complain about Bayonetta, and now you have Smash Bros. Players complaining about Bayonetta. So Bayonetta is either you love her or you hate her to death.
Well, you know where I fall into that category.
Yeah, you know where I fall too. I can't be mad at her. I love how she is in her game. She's so witty and funny.
I still despise her.
Nah, I still love her. I can't say mad at her.
I can. It's easy.
Yeah, I know you can.
It's easy. It's like the it's like the primary reason why I picked up Mewtwo in Smash 4, so I can actually have a chance at winning.
Oh my god.
But yeah, but that's pretty much it for the Smash Direct SlutCast.
Say who you think would be the best.
It's difficult to say. Like,
Pikachu!
No, I'm not that. I'm not Esam, who thinks that Pikachu's top 10 in everything. Pikachu's never won a major, yet he still thinks it's top 10. I don't know much. I don't know if Sheik is gonna be the best because there are like some characters that I feel like could counter her. But she is definitely gonna be like a solid top tier prop, most likely.
Most likely, yeah.
I don't think Pokemon Trainer is going to be the best, but I do think Pokemon Trainer is going to be a really good character.
I think it'll be high tier, but I'm not sure if it'll be top 10.
No, he could be top 10 probably, but you know, top 10 out of 72, out of like 100 characters. Inkling is definitely going to be one of the best in doubles.
Huh?
Inkling is definitely going to be one of the best in doubles. Like, that's definitely something that I can predict.
Especially with how the ink slows you down. Slows the opponent down. And how the Inkling can hide in it.
Yeah, I can definitely see Inkling being a monster in doubles.
Your partner distracts the opponent. Like, Inkling is definitely going to get nerfed in doubles. And
then I'm trying to really think because like the thing about Smash Ultimate so far is that we only got a handful of we've only seen a handful of characters like actually fight, and like everybody is like thinking that not only is everybody pretty good in the demo according to what some professional players are, but their opinion on who the best character doubles are very subjective, and I don't really pay too much attention on the ones that say that Bayonetta is still the best. Because
no, I disagree.
Even though she did get nerfed after what MK Leo did to that poor Ridley player, that Bayonetta is gonna get nerfed even more. So Bayo's is further down out of the question.
Exactly. I still think she'll be high tier, but I don't think she's gonna be top 5.
Mario seems pretty solid, but he's definitely not gonna be the best. Like that'd be like weird.
Sonic is definitely nerfed.
Yeah, same with Fox, unfortunately.
Yeah. Rip our mains.
Piranha Plant could still be pretty good. I mean, I know I say that as a joke, but like at the same time, like, come on, have you seen that range of the mouth?
I think it'll be good, but I don't think he'll be that far up high tier. I think at first he will, but I think he'll drop later on.
Careful, Juanito. Like, this will be recorded in history. If it turned out to be true that Piranha Plant is going to be top tier.
You know I'm not afraid to eat my own words.
Yeah.
If he does end up being top tier, I will main him.
But yeah. Yeah, I really have no clue. Honestly, I'll play it safe and I'll just say Sheik as well. I'll play it safe because like Sheik is the most consistently well-rounded character, and since she was already really good in Smash 4, and I don't even think she got nerfed or buffed in this one, I still think
she got buffed.
Oh,
now, now the grenade doesn't put her in a helpless state, and I think bouncing fish has a farther range.
Oh, and then she's definitely gonna be a great character. But like I'll say for now she'll be the best because she was already the best in Smash 4 for quite a while.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
But I'm gonna end it right here since we pretty much talked about everything in the Smash Direct. So get ready for Smash Ultimate because it's gonna be the fucking greatest game of the year. Better than Spider-Man.